Welcome to Learning Plan 3, the ABC Model and Other Techniques in Crisis Intervention. It focuses on the ABC model of crisis intervention as well as many other techniques used during a crisis. Specifically, it's going to explore ways to develop and maintain rapport with the client, identify the problem, and suggest coping strategies for the client. Let's look at the Learning Plan activities and the assessment activities. You will be watching the introduction video for Learning Plan 3, this video. You'll read Chapter 3, review the PowerPoint slides. You're going to watch two short videos. The first one is the hybrid model and the second one is the skill hybrid model. You'll complete Quiz 3 and you'll also complete a discussion board post as well as 2 responses. Now pay attention, you're going to also have an exam here on Chapters 1 through 3. I'm going to make a separate recording talking about that exam and kind of going through the study guide. Let's talk about Chapter 3 a little bit. You need to be very familiar with the ABC model. You're going to be facilitating a crisis intervention based on the ABC model. It is loosely based on Jones' ABC crisis management model, Adler's 4-stage model of therapy, and also the current needs of nonprofits, agencies, HMO centers, and public mental health agency. You need to know the A section refers to the use of basic attending skills to develop and maintain rapport while the crisis worker begins the process of identifying information in the B and C sections. You need to know these words: attending behavior, paraphrasing, clarifying, reflection, open-ended questions, and summarizations are the crux of these basic attending skills. During the B section, the nature of the crisis is identified and therapeutic comments are presented by the counselor. After identifying the precipitating event, the cognitions associated with the event, the emotional distress, the impairments in functioning, the crisis worker is able to provide feedback such as reframes, empowerment statements, educational statements, and validation statement. In the C section, coping strategies are developed by the client and counselor together. Pay attention to the box on Page 56, box 3.2, it's paraphrasing and clarifying exercise. Everybody thinks that it's going to be easy to paraphrase, but when you're in the middle of a conversation with someone, when you're working with a client, it can be harder than you imagined. So I would practice this before your facilitation. I like that they give you simple reflections and complicated reflections because you may need to use both. That's on page 57. On page 60, you have an ABC model of crisis intervention. They simplify it for you. There are a few more terms that I hadn't mentioned that I want you to know for this chapter. They talk about several mental health conditions, including bipolar disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, schizophrenia. You need to be familiar with these. I hope you enjoyed this learning plan. This is Learning Plan A of 3A, and I'm going to make 3B based on the exam, so look for it. Thank you.